Hey everybody, I'm Carrie.
I'm Maddie.
Welcome back to Book Club.
Hi everybody.
Welcome back to Book Club. And I'm very excited for today. For the people who are new clicking on the podcast, thank you for so much support. This is basically just a book podcast that me and my best friend do because we really like talking about books and also book girl things. And so if you're any type of book talk girl or you're on Bookstagram in any regard, this is podcast for you.
Yeah.
Because we just yap about books and book stuff and girl stuff. And it's a really good time. And I'm especially excited for today because this episode's going to be like a big BuzzFeed quiz called What Kind of Book Girl Are You? Quiz made by yours truly. I did this. No ChatGPT in sight, and I'm really proud of that. So,
hell yeah.
I just had to put that out there. Oh, hi, Mr. Baby.
He says, let me show you my butt.
Such a boy.
He is such a boy.
Mr. Baby is Marlon, Maddie's only boy cat.
He's
and
the only
boy
acceptable
is he a boy cat.
Boy in this house other than my husband.
I thought you were just going to end it there with the only acceptable boy in this house.
Yeah.
I was like, well, sorry for you, Brian.
Some days you can't win them all.
Some days you can't win them all. This quiz is also more like fall focused. It does have it's kind of general, but I kept some of the themes fall-ish. So, do you want to start?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I've had this written for 2 days, and Maddie hasn't read it yet because she wanted to be surprised, and I just have wanted to tell her about it. So,
I'm very excited.
Okay, so it's going to consist of 3 different questions. Each question has an A, B, and a C answer, and then there are 4 different book girl types that I came up with, and all of your answers, what will depict your results is if you picked A, B, or C for question 1, A, B, or C for question 2, and A, B, or C for question 3. So say I picked A for question 1 and then C for 2 and then A again for the third question, my result would be A, C, A. And then I would go back to the results at the bottom and see which category that combination of letters fell under, and that is what kind of book girl you are.
Hell yeah.
So keep track of your letters. Sorry if that didn't make any sense.
No, that made perfect sense.
I hope it did. I've seen people do this on Instagram with pictures and stuff. So that's kind of what I tried to base it off of.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. And all of the questions are kind of little synopsises or paragraphs describing whatever correlates to the question. So, okay. Here we go. First question. Which one of these book tropes would you read? So, the first one. She's a small town bookstore owner, and he is the golden retriever playboy who never stays in one place for long. She is repulsed by him while being secretly intrigued. He sees her affections as a game to be won until accidentally falling first for real. So the first one is kind of typical, will they, won't they, rom-com vibe.
Rom-com-y.
B. Set in a society in the future after electricity and modern technology became unsustainable, the world was set back into a time mirroring the early 19th century. A small coven of women who escaped a tragic past band together to keep their life of witchcraft and nature hidden from the quote-unquote Church of New Life that has now come into power. So,
wait,
this
okay,
is
I see you literally making your own little books over here.
I know. This is a little historical, dystopian, it's technically not historical because it's set in the future, but it's as if the world has, regressed back to almost Salem witch trials time. Even though I know that's not the 19th century, but that's the
vibe.
That's the clothing that I'm picturing, the vibe I'm picturing. So that's B. And C. A girl who has always played by the rules, oldest sister, valedictorian, STEM college graduate, gets lost in the woods. She stumbles begrudgingly onto an eerily beautiful man who offers to help her find her way. Things take a turn, though, when the man reveals himself as one of the Fae who has led her to a world where magic rules and debts have to be paid by capturing humans. The mysterious fairy intends to deliver the girl as payment to the prince to be his new bride. However, things get complicated on the journey to the palace when the Fae man starts to fall for the feisty woman who is in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wow.
Yeah.
But what if I don't want to pick?
Kind of.
I mean, I know A's out of the question for me.
Prince core a little bit. Okay, not rom-com for sure. I also haven't picked answers for myself doing this. I was just like writing it. But when I was writing it, I did have one that I think you would pick.
I know you think I feel like
it.
you think I would pick C.
No.
You thought I would pick B?
Yeah, I thought you'd pick B because you like dystopian stuff.
I love
and also it's like very
stuff.
witchy and
yeah, that was my original thought, but then Faye.
And the third one is she's kind of older sister core.
Yeah.
And Faye.
And I love a Faye man.
And
I love a Faye man.
It's kind of like an enemies to lovers a little bit.
This is hard. What do I do?
But I will say, I intended for the third one, C, to be more of like a Cruel Prince vibe, like traditional fantasy.
Immediately no, I'm going with B.
Okay. That's, that was, I had to try to make it broad.
Yeah, that's fair. Some of you guys really love the Cruel Prince. That's fine.
And that's, you know what? And that's who I wrote it for.
We're not going to yuck anybody's yum, but it was
I will say,
crazy
in my mind, the Fae man that I was envisioning in this little blurb does not have any animal appendages.
Yeah, because that's furry shit, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So,
to kind of recap, the first question being, which of these tropes would you read? There's kind of like the rom-com one, the dystopian, almost witchy Salem trials, but in the future, and a human woman getting captured and taken through a fairy hole to be married to a Fae prince, enemies to lovers type thing.
Okay, I'm going with B. What are you going with?
I think I would also go with B.
Hell yeah.
If there was some type of romance in there, because I do love a romance, but I also do really get invested in like witchy stuff.
I do love a romance, but I
do love a romance.
I also just really like women.
Yeah, maybe there'd be a sapphic romance in there or something. I could get behind that. So yeah, okay, we're both picking B. Next question. Pick your favorite character arc. So all of these are focused on the specific characters, and I put a little bit of the storyline in there, but for the most part, it's just about the characters. I need to scoot my laptop a little bit closer so I can see better. Okay. A. An FMC who has always been given the short end of the stick, but is constantly seeking a shimmer of silver lining. She is thrust into an impossible challenge of survival of the fittest, but partners up with an outcast criminal who claims he's using her of his convenience in order to win, resulting in a classic forced proximity, grumpy sunshine trope. Cutie butt. That one also I was kind of picturing maybe a little dystopian, but also kind of clearly like kind of Hunger Games-esque, maybe a little Powerless-esque.
Yeah.
Okay. B. An FMC who is working her way through law school on her own dime to support herself after her family cast her out. She battles a system built for her to fail and has always had a stone-cold heart policy. But when an inconvenient incident causes her to end up hiding in a coat closet with the lanky brown-eyed goof that's at the bottom of her class, she is led into a series of events causing her to realize that all the walls she built around her have a crumbling foundation, and maybe spending the holidays with someone might not be so bad. Golden Retriever, black cat trope with a whole lot of yearning to thaw an independent woman's frozen heart. Okay, that one's kind of a cutie, like older sister core.
I was gonna say it's Nesta
the grumpy
Cassian
of the sunshine. Yeah, I like the concept of a grumpy sunshine trope where the girl is grumpy.
I love a grumpy sunshine trope where the girl is grumpy.
So that's kind of what I was going for there. And also, that one is more of like a contemporary romance. Like, it's set in real time. She's going to law school. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, and C. An FMC destined to rule in her parents' place, but they weren't supposed to pass so soon. The ship was supposed to be unsinkable. Now she's forced to take over a war in a role she isn't prepared for, especially when she realizes that maybe her kingdom isn't the good guys. She's set at a crossroads when she ends up falling for the castle's horseman, a secret spy from the opposite side of the war, who shows her the truth behind her parents' history, and enemies to lovers full of betrayal and self-discovery that'll have you yearning to dramatically run in a ball gown of your own.
Immediately, yes, I'm going with C.
Oh, hell yeah. I expected you to go with B, honestly.
I would. I do like that, but I'm just not like a contemporary romance girl typically. Like that's not the genre I'm going to lean towards. If I have the choice between a romantasy and a contemporary romance, I'm picking romantasy 100% of the time.
That's fair.
Unless it's Emily Henry or Allie Hazelwood, in which case I will be taking a contemporary romance.
Taking a fantasy sabbatical.
Yes, exactly.
For a new Emily Henry release. Okay. I think for me, I do really like the fantasy one. I took inspiration from a few different books when writing that one. But I have a special place in my heart for soft FMCs, like Adina from Powerless. I just really have a place in my heart for them. So anytime I see one, I'm like, okay, yeah, I have to go with that. So I think I would pick A. Yeah. And I also love Grumpy Sunshine. I do love when it's the girl that's the grumpy one, but also I really love it when the guy is the grumpy one, even though that's the more common.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's see. The first one I picked B, and you did too, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm at BC right now.
I'm at BA. Okay. Last question. This one was fun to write. Okay. What is your ideal bookish day? A. You wake up early in the sunlight through sheer white curtains. It rained last night, so the air smells clean, and it's the first day that really feels like fall. You put on a chunky sweater with some leggings and head to your favorite local coffee shop. The holiday drinks are out, and you grab a cinnamon maple latte. You're reading your first fall book of the year, a witchy romance that all your friends recommended, and you head to the park to lounge on a blanket and read for the rest of the day, channeling your inner Rory Gilmore without being obnoxious. You end the night with your best friend bringing you Chinese takeout while watching your favorite fall movie, and you head to bed by 10:30.
Hey, that was honestly quite rude. The Chinese takeout, I would crawl on the floor for right now. To have Chinese takeout with you.
No, you're so right.
Bro.
There is no good Chinese takeout in actually Texas. There's no
Imagine
good Chinese
Florida.
takeout in Texas. Yeah.
It's even worse here.
If you're listening and you're from somewhere that has like a Chinatown or just really good Chinese food, I'm envious of you, because I did inspire the end of that based on our night in San Francisco. We went on a trip to San Francisco a little while ago, almost a year ago.
We did a fantasy ball and a little San Fran girls
and the hotel room that we had was like a little like cozy boutique hotel.
It was like built in the 20s.
Ordered in Chinese takeout. And we watched drag queens on YouTube, and it was
so good.
So good. So I was kind of, took inspiration from that.
That was such a good time.
This one, it was such a good time. This first one is for the girls who like to spend their day dilly-dallying, if you will. They want to do whatever they want to do on their own time. And then in the evening, they want to have their best friend over and have a cute little fun movie night. But also go to bed early. Okay. B. You wake up on a crisp Saturday to the smell of coffee being brewed in the kitchen. Your significant other knows you had an insanely long week and cleaned the kitchen before the sun even started to rise. Before he heads off to work for the day. You have the house to yourself aside from your furry companion warming up by the fireplace. It's thunderstorming with no chance of letting up, so you grab your coffee and the pastries left out for you, and you head to your book nook to read your current fantasy obsession series while watching the rain fall onto your fairy-themed garden in the backyard. You end the day off with a homemade Italian dinner, a face mask, and your favorite record playing. So, this one is probably maybe the most fantasy-coded. Considering the husband or significant other, in my mind, it would be some type of man. And they make coffee and clean before you even wake up. And then they leave.
Ideal day.
Ideal day. I do love my boyfriend, but it is pretty sick having the house
I
to
would
yourself.
take a bullet for my husband, but sometimes I need alone time.
Sometimes when they leave the house.
Sometimes when they shut the fuck up and fuck off.
Especially in this scenario, they wake up, they make you coffee, they clean, and then they leave.
Yeah.
Hey. And it's thunderstorming, and I don't have a cat, but if I did, I'd be sitting with my little cat. Reading fantasy books. I'm imagining you have like a little cottage home and a little fairy garden in the backyard.
Yeah, and there's a simmer pot on the stove and you did a little witch spell. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. Your fireplace is like all old brick and it's quiet and you hear the thunderstorm. Incredible energy. Okay, the last one. This is also a fun one. C. You wake up to meet your book club at your town's main street coffee shop. It's 60 degrees and sunny outside, so you get all your fun pumpkin spice coffees and plan out your morning. You're all going on a bookish scavenger hunt through the square to kick off the season. You have a checklist of things. What am I saying?
I don't know,
Sorry,
babe. What are you saying? You wrote it.
Checklist. You have a checklist of things to take pictures of in local bookstores, antique shops, and parks where all the shop owners are involved. It's an annual event. When strolling through the town with your checklist and your book bestie, you pick up a couple of antique knickknacks and a new thriller from your favorite author that just got released. When the event is over, you head home to charge your social battery with a long bubble bath, a glass of wine, and you light your cinnamon apple candle and read your new book for the rest of the night.
So me personally, that sounds like hell. I hate being involved in things in town and people speaking to me. No, thank you.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I like doing things with you. Like I would love to like our book club. Our book club has girls spread out
we have
everywhere.
like a personal book club. If we were all like,
I
imagine
would
we
love
all
that.
like just lived in the same city and it was like, okay, we're meeting at this little tiny town square.
But imagine you go try to get a coffee
scavenger hunt.
Yeah, but you try to. I don't know. I'm not a scavenger hunt girl. I don't like to find things. Like if you're like, find this, you find it. Why do I have to be tasked with that? I don't know. Scavenger hunts always have pissed me off. And also if I'm scavenger hunting for something and a shop owner is involved and they're like, oh, hey, no, don't speak to me. I'm focused. It would be, I've never done an escape room, but I imagine for me, it would not be fun because I'd be too fucking... I'd be
I cannot do an escape room. I think I would lose it. When I was picturing this, because I thought it sounded kind of nice, where I'm like, oh, like you go on a Saturday and you live. I'm just not even romanticizing. I know it's incredible to live close to your best friends.
Yeah, no, living
to
close
where you could all
to
go
your best friends and your
do
book
like
club.
a thing on a Saturday. That would be kind of incredible. And I'm also picturing, because I don't really get competitive, I'm like, oh, I'm leisurely walking around. If I check off the
oh hell no, I'm
scavenger
sprinting.
hunt,
I'm
great.
stressed. I need to be the first person to complete the scavenger hunt, just so everybody knows that I'm the big dog.
Well, then in that situation, maybe I would not pick that one because I'm picturing doing it with you and I will not be sprinting. I'm picturing like a leisurely antiquing thrift book stroll.
If there's not a scavenger hunt, if I don't have a paper in front of me, like we can absolutely just leisurely stroll. But if there's a task at hand that needs to be completed, it's got to be completed with the quickness. But also,
no, that's fair.
I will say 60 degrees is orgasmic. Truly.
And specifically a 60 degrees and sunny with a slight little breeze to where it's like, oh, everything's still bright. It's like it's not terrible to be outside. Cold. It's not raining.
Yeah.
It's not cold, but you can wear a sweater and some black tights and a little skirt, like very 2016 fall core.
Period.
You can wear that comfortably with a group of women and a pumpkin spice latte, and nobody's gonna yell at you for getting a pumpkin spice latte because everybody's here for the same purpose. That is for the girls who love a little book party, a little community event. And also, it would have to be, in my mind, it would have to be small. I know a lot of people do things like this and they're like massive events. I don't think I could be doing all that. There's too many people. I don't know.
I think for me, my 10 final people lineup is going to be B, C, B.
Okay, B was, oh yeah, your husband leaves and you read for
it's
a
raining.
rainy day, whatever.
And I have my cats.
And you have your cat. Yeah. I'm struggling with the third one. It's between A and B for sure. Because I do like having a little fall movie night. My birthday's in October, and that's kind of like my favorite thing to do for my birthday is watch scary movies.
A is not even so scary, you coded too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with A. So I would pick A.
Yours was BAA.
No, BAA. BAA. Okay, let's see. What was yours again?
BCB.
BCB is BCB. Oh, okay. You are a dark academia witch book girl. Dark academia witchy book girl. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Your soul comes to life. Sorry. I'm really trying to speak. I tried really hard.
You're doing great.
Okay. Your soul comes alive on stormy nights, candles flickering while you dive into morally gray heroines and gothic fantasy. You love yearning, forbidden romance, and the thrill of a secret found in old libraries. Fall isn't just about cozy for you. It's about spooky stories, mystery, and maybe a little witchcraft.
Yep. Clocked my ass.
T. Cutie. Okay, and mine was BAA. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yep, typical. Small town romance book girl.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed? Sometimes life is too stressful and you need that cozy and occasionally spicy romance to decompress. You live for cozy sweaters, golden retriever boyfriends, and a book that feels like falling leaves and happy endings. If fall had a love story, you'd be the main character. This season, your TBR is full of witchy rom-coms and heart-fluttering slow burns.
I love that.
I will say, I don't personally fuck with a slow burn. I want them to get to it with the quickness. But sometimes I can get behind it. I did actually read a rom-com for the last YouTube video we just posted that had a slow burn, and I really ate it up. I just don't like when it's too slow of a burn.
Fair.
But everything else, yeah. I mean, I do love a fantasy book. I go really feral for them. But if I were to pick something outside of like my like fantasy holy grail, it would be
you're picking a contemporary
rom-coms.
Romance, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people
I'm picking something
on
outside of fantasy, I am picking a historical fiction thriller.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Or mystery. Or dark academia mystery, something like that.
Yeah. I think for a lot of book girls, like fantasy and like romantasy, at least the popular stuff anyways, like Fourth Wing, ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, Powerless, whatever, I feel like that's kind of everybody's like duh. Like we all are obsessed with that. Mm-hmm. Like we're all intensely devoted to the romantasy genre.
Yeah.
But then everybody kind of has like their
little niche to the side.
Yeah, their niche. Like what if they're not reading this, here's the category they're reading. A lot of women who like read fantasy and stuff, if they're really diehard fantasy readers, they're reading the romantic-y stuff maybe, and then also like high fantasy
like Brandon Sanderson, Pierce Brown.
Yeah. And then there's like you, like with the thrillers and the historical stuff. There's people who also read. One of our friends also reads a lot of like she reads fiction and nonfiction, so it's like all kinds of biographies and
there's
like
also
educational stuff.
The dark romance girlies.
Yes, the dark romance girlies. They're waking up from their slumbers for the fall season, along with the witches and the vampire girls.
I am such a vampire girl at my core. I am such a vampire
that's
girl.
So fair. I feel like if I had to pick, I'm probably a little more witchy. I do like the vampires, but I get a little more down bad for a werewolf occasionally until the werewolf romance starts with the nodding business.
Immediately no, cut me out of that.
No. But to the people who had any other combinations. So for small town romance book girl that I've already read, there's 2 more categories. The small town romance girls are people who answered AAA, AAB, ABA, BAA, AAC, ACA, and CAA. So basically if it leans A, then you are a small town romance girly. Dark academia witchy book girl is BBB, BBA, BAB, ABB, BBC, BCB, and CBB.
Hell yeah.
And then this next one that I did is the social book club girl. You're the one texting the group chat about a new release, planning bookish-themed parties, and making fun cocktails for book club nights. You're the type A friend who loves a party and a plan. Your books are dramatic, full of fae courts, betrayal, and honestly, the trendy obsession that you just love to take part in. Fall for you is about your annual fall rewatch show, readathons with your book besties, and screaming over your new fave book boyfriend. With this category, was kind of thinking, I was like, oh, this kind of sounds like Bailey a little bit.
I was about
Maddie's
to say,
cousin.
this is Bailey core.
Maddie's cousin kind of runs our personal book club, and she is always down for like a theme, a special cocktail, a little PowerPoint. Like,
oh my God,
she kind of takes party planning and like group planning events to the nines and is very type A.
Yes.
So you are the social book club girl if you answered CCC, CCA, CAC, ACC, CCB, CBC, and BCC. And the last category is basically if you were a combination of the 3, so ABC, ACB, BAC, blah, blah, any of those. All of these are combinations. You picked different answers on each question. You are the seasonal mood reader. Your vibe shifts with the leaves. One day it's small town coziness, the next it is stormy dark academia, and sometimes it is full fantasy drama. Let's be honest, your bookshelf is not very organized, but it's because you jump right into your next favorite obsession. You might be the type B friend, but you're also the most enthusiastic one. You are the life of the book club party. So I would say sometimes I kind of feel like I fall into
I was going to say, I feel like you kind of fall into that too. Yeah.
But I think there's a little bit of combination in most book girls. But there are some people who are like, oh, I literally am reading every other book I read is completely different. There is no telling what I'm reading next. Like their TBR doesn't have it doesn't lean one way or another. But they're just happy to be there. They're the ones that are in the book club are probably the best to have in a book club. Like, they're down to read anything. I'm not necessarily down to read anything. I do like to read based on my mood, but the type A party planning friend would love to have a type B kind of
chill
mixed
friend.
Category book girlfriend because she's like, oh yeah, I'll come. I'll do whatever. You want to do that? Yeah, I'll read it.
Yeah.
And especially when there is the social book club girl who has an image in her head of what she wants this event to look like. the mood reader, whatever it's called, seasonal mood reader girl, is kind of always down for that.
Hell yeah.
I would say the dark academia book girl is a little more introverted, and then the small town romance girl can also be a little introverted, but if they're reading a book, they can be yapping about it because they're reading really fun, silly books. So,
I love that. That was so cute.
Types.
You killed that shit.
I will probably find some way to either, maybe I'll add a link to this and put it in the description for this episode if people want to actually like read through the quiz or do it with other people. Also, if you didn't feel like you fell into any of these categories, that's okay. Let me know in the comments what kind of book girl you think you are, because I just made this up. I just made it up. And it's fake. But also it was really fun.
I thought it was
and I feel
really
like it was
cute.
pretty accurate for us.
I feel like it was really cute, and it grabbed like a lot of different, there was a lot of variety.
Yeah, I feel like it was pretty broad.
Yeah.
I did this quiz with my boyfriend Dylan, and he also got the
small town romance
girly, small town romance girl, which is so accurate. He looks kind of grumpy, but he actually only reads and watches rom-coms with me, and is very golden retriever. And so, I mean, it works on boys who don't even read. So I thought it was pretty good.
That's really cute. I should have Brian take it and see what he is.
You should have Brian take it. I think it would be funny. I bet Brian would be the seasonal mood reader. I think he would be like kind of this whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever sounds the most interesting in that specific moment.
Yeah. Sorry, my camera just shook for anybody who's watching. Looks like I was in an earthquake. That's because my cat is bad and naughty.
Mr. Baby.
Mr. Baby is so naughty today. And every day. But what can you do?
Every day. What can you do? We should also do this with like our personal book club.
I was going to say we need to send it in the book club group chat.
Yeah, maybe I'll make it. I don't know how to use Canva, but maybe I'll try to make it on there.
Yeah.
And maybe you can help me because I don't know how to do that.
I can help you.
Okay, and then once I'll have it on Canva, and then we'll add like a little link to it.
Cutie.
That could be fun. Okay, cool. I'll try to do that. If it's in the description, that's because I figured it out. If it's not, just rewind the episode, and maybe I'll make a post about it for Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. That was a pretty short episode, but I think it was pretty fun. Let me know if you liked it.
Let us know what kind of reader girl you are.
Yeah, let us know in the comment what kind of reader girl you are. And yes, we do want to know, because we are very invested in the, 50 people that listen to this.
Yeah. We are.
All right. Well, follow us on everything. Keep an eye out on our BookTube channel. We just uploaded a YouTube video last weekend, and we'll be uploading another one soon. Like actually soon, not in 3 months.
Like actually soon.
We'll be actually soon. Like actually soon. And follow us on Fable. We just added a new book to our book club. This week we're reading The X-Hex. I don't know who it's by, but it's really cute little witchy rom-com.
I think it's Aaron Sterling.
Oh, cutie butt. I've already started. It's really cute. And yeah, follow us on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube. And thanks for coming to Book Club.
And that's all she wrote. That's showbiz, baby.
That's all she wrote.
See you
That's showbiz, baby.
See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
Love ya.
Bye.